Hello! I am going to be showing you all the books that I picked up in the month of August, and there's a lot of them. Again, what's new? So I split these all into genre categories, and I'm going to go genre by genre. The first category is poetry. I'm trying to pick up a bunch of new poetry because I'm going to be trying to read more since I'm trying to write it. And these are 3 collections that I picked up. I picked up some more audiobook. I picked up some more ebook, but these are the 3 physical books I picked up. 2 of them are inspired by a video I saw by Pax Panic, and those ones are Skull Moss, poems by S.E. Martins. This is apparently very dark, horror-esque poetry, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I picked up the 2022 Riesling Anthology, and this is, I believe, science fiction, fantasy, and horror poetry. So that is definitely right up my alley. And then the last collection is inspired by Matt Wall's favorite poet. So I'm going to check out some Charles Bukowski. And this is poems from 1951 to 1993. I'm going to check it out for myself. And then I have like general fiction. I have a book of short stories by Flannery O'Connor. This is A Good Man is Hard to Find. Kind of Southern Gothic short stories. And then I found Vox by Christina Delcher in the bargain bin at my local grocery store, of all places. So a hardcover for $5. I said, sure, why not? But I remember hearing about this one a while back. It's about a world in which women are not allowed to speak more than 100 words per day. So this is kind of maybe science fiction, like a dystopian type thing, but I put it in general fiction because I'm assuming it's more on the literary side, but I don't really know. I guess I'll find out when I read it, right? Okay, so the next section is science fiction and fantasy. At the used bookstore, I found a copy of Ancillary Justice by Anne Leckie, and this is a first novel in a hard science fiction series, and it's about an AI that used to be a starship in control of an entire army. Now she's stuck in just one human body. Heard a lot about that one in the past, and it's one of the series that I've been wanting to check out, so I was excited to find it in the used bookstore. I also won a giveaway from Edward Lorne on his channel for his horror trivia. And the book I won was The Wicked Rex of the West by Ward Nerdlow and Darren Kapoff. And this sounds really cool. It's like a fantasy, sci-fi, horror mix, kind of, because it's kind of a sounds like a Wizard of Oz retelling, only in time of the dinosaurs. So a young woman from Kansas is transported to a hellish dimension where dinosaurs, under the control of a pair of witches, have wiped out most of humanity. Now armed with a pair of magic slippers and aided by a ragtag group of survivors, she must find a way to survive in an apocalyptic world where humans are at the bottom of the food chain. Wow, that just sounds so bizarre, and I want to read it so badly. I love Wizard of Oz, I love Jurassic Park, so it's kind of a mashup of all things wonderful. And then I picked up this huge tome. This is the first book in a new series, and it is a debut novel from R.R. Veerdy, The First Binding. And this is a epic fantasy that caught my attention from a couple reviews, and I'm really looking forward to diving in. Okay. Next category is thrillers. I found quite a few thrillers this month. Most of them from used bookstore. So let me just show you everything I found. So I got I Found You by Lisa Jewell. Lisa Jewell is a thriller author I've heard a lot of great things about, so I try to pick them up when I see them. I've also heard of this book talked about quite a bit, What She Knew by Gilly McMillan. I almost put this one back, but then the owner of the store said that it was a really great thriller, so I went and picked it back up. I also got Pretty Baby by Mary Kubica. What? I also got Pretty Baby by Mary Kubica. Okay, I can say this name. I also got Pretty Baby by Mary Kubica. Kubica? How about somebody tell me which one of those is the right spelling or right pronunciation, or if none of them were, that would be amusing. And then Lie to Me by J.T. Ellison. I really don't know too much about these thrillers. I like to go into thrillers pretty blindly because they're the most fun that way. And then the last thriller that I got in September was actually my book of the month pick, and my favorite thriller author, Karen Slaughter, has a new book, Girl Forgotten, so I picked that one up. I'm gonna have to get to this one real soon. And the last category of books is my biggest category, and that is horror, of course. I have 7 of them, I think. Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 horror books for this month. The first 4 are vintage, paperback from hell type books. 3 of them are either in Paperbacks from Hell or could have been, because they are amazing zebra books editions with fantastic covers. Zebra is known for their skeleton covers that are just fantastic. But this one doesn't have a skeleton. Cat's Cradle by William W. Johnstone. Bask in the glory of the cat baby. That's so cool. And then I do have 2 skeleton books. We got Jack in the Box by William W. Johnstone. Sweet. And then Duclaws. Duclaws by Stephen Gresham. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And then my last vintage horror book, Audrey Rose by Frank De Filita. And I think there were 2 copies. I don't know if there were 2 copies. There probably wasn't. But if there was, I would want one that doesn't have this attached sticker. Oh, over 3.5 million in print. And this one's from 1975. Okay, then I have some newer horror books. I picked up Black Tide by Casey Jones. And I believe this is an apocalyptic book. Then I picked up Last Days from Adam Neville at the used bookstore. And this is a old library edition. But it's in really good shape other than the weird library markings because it has the plastic cover. So that's cool. Adam Neville, always looking to pick up more of his books. I won another giveaway this month, if you can believe it. I got this collection of horror short stories, Origins of Delusion by N.M. Brown. And this is a cool cover, and there's a lot of stories in there. So awesome that I won that giveaway on the Indie Accords Discord server, which is run by Lauren Lullabies. All the channels I've mentioned will be linked down below. And then I picked up a horror novel at Barnes & Noble for the 50% off back to school sale. Such a Pretty Smile by Christy DeMeester. I also got this one at Barnes & Noble, 50% off. And that is all the books that I picked up in September. Let me know what you think of all these books. What one are you most excited to hear me talk about? What do you think I should read first? And I will be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.